to be talking about COVID. Yes, the coronavirus. Today. I am just so excited that you are here. Please hang in there with me. I am going to be talking to you today. So I don't know if you've seen my last two videos, but I'm literally changing the entire scope of my channel, and I'm going to be talking about hair loss, because I know this is like a pandemic in women, and a lot of people are talking about it but not as much, and educating people about it but not as much. So a lot of you know that I suffered postpartum alopecia. I suffered extreme anemia that caused me to lose a lot of my hair. And over the years, I have learned to take care of my hair naturally with organic ingredients to grow back my hair to health. So thank you so much once again for joining. And if this is your first time here, please do me a quick favor and just click on that big red button that says subscribe, and subscribe right away, because I'm going to be, educating you weekly of the things you need to be doing to get your hair back to health if you suffer from hair loss or you just don't know what to do about your hair. So today the topic is a little bit different, but I also want to put it out there to let you know I am not a medical doctor. In fact, I studied law, and I am not a dermatologist. So if you are experiencing a lot of hair shed lately or hair loss, please go to your dermatologist. Do a biopsy, try to figure out the roots and cause of the problem before wasting a lot of money on products that might not work for you. So do that first, because it's important for you to get to the roots of the problem to be able to treat it, if that makes sense. So make sure you do that. Comment below if you're going to be doing that. I appreciate that. So yeah, today I'm going to be talking about COVID. Yes, the coronavirus, and how it's affected a lot of women. It's affected a lot of their hair growth, and I have been noticing and hearing that a lot of women have been suffering from hair loss or excessive hair shed lately. And that's the reason why I actually feel confident in talking about this issue, because I actually experienced a little bit of excessive hair shed between March of this year and May of this year. But I'm going to dig into it more and let you know and explain what I noticed and the things that I've read about COVID and hair loss. Oh my God. And also the things that I did personally, and I know I don't want, because I am the founder of Glam Naturally Oil, and of course my product did help as well, but then there's some other things that I did in my kitchen, just getting stuff together in my kitchen to help my hair flourish better. So I'm going to be sharing them in this video as well. So once again, welcome to my channel, and do not forget to subscribe. Welcome to the family. And that notification button, make sure you click on it as well, so that you know when I release a new content. And we need to try to do this together. Try to grow healthier hair, because you know what my goal is. Actually, one of my goals is to see a lot of women wear their natural hair proudly and more confidently daily. I personally have not done any protective hairstyling in 2 years. Break from protective hairstyling to let my scalp recover from postpartum alopecia, and this has been the best decision ever, because my hair is a lot. This has actually been the thickest. It's so thick and healthy. It hasn't been this way in a very long time, and I mean from even being a teenager, because I had relaxer and chemicals on my hair. My hair has never been this thick and healthy and flourishing. So one of my number one tip is just leave your hair alone, let it breathe, give it a break. It goes a long way to helping it recover from hair loss. So today I'm going to be talking about COVID and hair loss. And remember, I am not a doctor. This is just coming from my personal experience. If you really feel like you are being affected by this, I recommend for you to see a dermatologist ASAP. So one of the things I've been reading about COVID and hair loss is a lot of people, actually, I'm going to divide it into two. Those that were actually diagnosed with COVID, women diagnosed with COVID, and those that were not diagnosed with COVID were actually showing symptoms of hair loss when I researched it. So for those that were diagnosed with COVID, if you were diagnosed with COVID and you noticed that after you got better, your hair was shedding a lot, the scientific explanation to this is sometimes when the body goes through stress or a traumatic experience, the hormone begins to be imbalanced, and due to that reason you lose some of your hair or a lot of your hair. And COVID is a traumatic experience on the body and even on us, period. So a lot of women that were diagnosed with COVID noticed that, oh my God, my hair is shedding a lot. Like they were losing chunks and chunks of their hair. And basically the doctors did say that it might take about, depending on how traumatic it is, from 2 weeks to about a year, but it is not permanent, which is a good thing. It is a temporary symptoms. So hopefully I'm going to be telling you what you can be doing while it's temporary to not make it worse and make it a permanent situation. And then the second group of people that are experiencing hair loss due to COVID are those that were not diagnosed with COVID, like myself. I never had COVID, but we did still experience hair loss during that time, or and excessive shedding. So for me, for example, which is why I can talk about this, between the month of March of this year, actually April, I'll say, April, May, June of this year, it's so, like, I mean, for those that have been following me, you know that I am very strict on the things that I put in my hair. I am very strict about my treatments and my regimens. I am on point with everything. But during the time of COVID, I was literally stressed. And I will tell you why I was stressed. I was stressed because everything literally changed overnight. My daughters were in a schedule. They went to school every day. My other daughter went to daycare. So running a business was a lot easier for me because I make products, I ship products, I'm in charge of logistics, in charge of so many things. So I really need those like 6 hours a day of not having kids to be able to run my business on my own, you know, better. So when COVID started, I literally had to learn how to homeschool my child because I had no idea, and I'm like, oh my God. And now I have 2 kids and a toddler that is very demanding every single day. While doing that, and while keeping the ministry, and while keeping the business, it was stressful on me. You know, staying home every day because you're afraid you don't want to catch COVID. So my husband did the shopping of the grocery shoppings while we stayed at home just to limit the amount of people that would go out every day because he was going to work. So that was very traumatic. Well, not traumatic, but it was very, 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 and I'm being very honest, stressful for me. I was, every day the kids are there. Every day, no break. I couldn't go. Normally, I would have a self-care day once a week, which was a Wednesday, where I get my massage and my nails done. I tend to do that every Wednesday because, you know, sometimes we just work so hard and we don't self-care. And self-care is so important. But how can you self-care when everything is shut down? Everything was literally shut down. My regular schedule was taken away from me, and every one of us, I'm sure. So it was stressful, and I wasn't neglecting my hair during this time, actually, because I was still doing all my treatment. I still didn't put any pressure or tension on my hedges, but due to the stress that I suffered, I guess my whole entire system and the hormonal imbalance, because I still have my birth control in me, and I notice like once in a while when my hormones is acting up, I see my hair shed more than usual. During that time, a little bit of excessive hair shed. So I noticed that the middle of my hair, I was losing just a tiny bit of my hair, but it's all grown back now. But during that time, I realized that, oh my God, what's going on? My hair is feeling scant, it's still looking full and healthy, but I know that I realized that some part of it is having little patches. So, I mean, at that moment, I didn't realize that it was, I actually didn't realize that it was because of maybe the COVID stress. I just thought that maybe it's normal, but normal because I have the IUD in me, and that's probably the reason why my body is going through that. But then after researching, I'm like, oh my God, this makes a lot of sense. Those times were stressful on a lot of moms. I mean, and dads too, but especially moms, because we had to literally give up everything to be there for our kids full time, teach them. Like I became a teacher. I learned skills that I never knew I had in me, and just having them every day and no break. It was stressful. I mean, it was so stressful. If you handle this like a pro, please let me know, because it was just a stressful time for me. So I noticed in April that the middle part of my hair was breaking. So what I did, and I'm also gonna list below in the comment section and pin it down so that you know exactly what I did. I was, of course, using the Glam Naturally Oil shampoo and conditioner because it promotes hair growth and reduces breakage and shedding in your hair. and I was also using the oil, so those helped, because right away, literally, everything is growing back now. It was temporary, but no, of course, because I was also putting in all this effort, all this product that was promoting a healthier hair growth, so it helped my hair grow back. Literally, I got everything back by June. Everything was fine. But I also incorporated, you know how people, even on YouTube, are always talking about rice water. So I decided to, for the first time ever, because I never did it, but during that time, I was using the rice water treatment on my scalp. But then I was not only using that, so I would mix in a bottle, rice water, and I might do a video because a lot of people don't know how to do this. Some people do, some people don't, so I might do a video eventually. So I had rice water, but then I used when I literally parboiled my rice and pour it into a container, I dipped in green tea inside of it, so it got all the green tea extract out, and then I had a little bit of peppermint, and I was literally massaging that with my scalp. I think I also shared this on my Instagram page. I was massaging this into my scalp. I did it, one time I was doing it every day, but then it was I felt like it was too much, so I stopped, and I was just doing it like 3 times a week. And then I also started doing the Ayurvedic hair growth treatment, and I actually have a video on that. I'm going to share that here as well so you can watch it. And that literally helped restore my hair back to health. I didn't stop my treatment. I just kept doing whatever I was doing. But one thing I want to tell you, if you notice that you're experiencing hair shed, or your hair is shedding, or your hair is not growing as you should, seek an advice of a dermatologist, 1. And 2, don't do hairstyles that will promote it from breaking even more. So for example, you notice your hair is shedding or your hair is breaking, and then you decided to go do a tight braid, and then you make your scalp even more prone to traumatic hair loss, because the traumatic experience of it recovering, so your body needs time to recover. Sometimes it might take a whole year, and during that time you don't want to be doing things or doing practices that would even encourage hair loss in that spot, in that area. I recommend for you to just leave your hair alone, leave your scalp alone while you're treating it back to health. If you can wear a wig, there's so many amazing wigs nowadays that will look like you just had a weave done. Invest in a good wig, invest in a good wig, and just, you know, leave I normally just do a twist. I twist my hair. I don't even do a cornrow. I put my hair in twist, and then I put a satin cap on, and then I put the wig on. During that time, until your hair is back on track. I mean, trust me, the time flies so much. Like 6 months will go so fast. Before you know it, you've had wigs for 6 months, but your hair and your edges is doing much better. So you have to make those sacrifices. But my number 1 advice, again, I know I've said it like 100 million times, seek an advice from a dermatologist. Get a biopsy done. Know the roots to why you're losing your hair. It might not be stress related. It might be hereditary. It might be so many things, and they will give you advice on what to do moving forward. I hope this video helped. If you know of anyone that has suffered COVID and might be going through hair loss, you know, just share this video with them. Or if you, like me, suffered some stressful moments during COVID, I mean, we're still in COVID, unfortunately, but it's not as bad as it was in the beginning phase of the year. You know, share this video with them. Let them know how, you know, they're not the only ones. Sometimes knowing that, you know, you're not going crazy, like thinking, oh my gosh, am I going crazy, or what's going on? You're not alone. You know, share this video with them. And thank you so much. Comment below if you notice that you are experiencing hair loss or hair shed during the time of COVID. And don't forget to share this video and catch up on my other videos. Thank you for watching, and have an awesome day. For those that are viewing, if this is your first time coming on this page, thank you so much.